One look into your eyes and I'm floating far away.
Hello guys, welcome once again to my channel. If you have been here and if you haven't, it is so very kind of you to pass by. I hope you had a Merry Christmas and I wish you a happy New Year. So for today's video, I'm going to be creating this New Year's Eve look. So if you want to see how I did this, just keep on watching. Okay, so I have already primed my eyelids off camera and I'm just setting that primer with some RCMA no color powder, since in the palette that I'll be using I don't have a matte light shade. Then I'm going to take a neutral transition shade, which in this case is going to be Shooting Star from the ColourPop and Kathleen Lights Dream Street palette, and I'm just applying that all over my crease, and also I'm taking that into my outer corners. Next, I'm taking the shade Elfish, which is just a darker brown, and I'm applying that first of all on my outer corner, and then I slightly take that up into my crease with just the residue, whatever is left on the brush. I don't re-dip and then apply more on the crease because I want this look to be super subtle. There are tons and tons of glitter packed looks out there for New Year's Eve, so I just wanted to create something more realistic, and this is what I came up with. So I just want to keep things kind of subtle, but then with just a hint of glitter. Then I'm taking the shade called Water Bearer, which is a deep dark matte teal shade, and I'm just applying that all over my crease, but I didn't want a matte look, so you'll see what I do later. But I also didn't want to use the one that's, this palette has like a kind of like a metallic-y kind of greenish look, but I realized that it is kind of like a dual chrome, and that's not the look that I was going for. So I just decided to use the matte one, and then I take a golden shade which is called Sweet Dreams in this palette, and I applied that right on top of the matte green, and that gave me the look that I was exactly looking for. It looks so pretty. It looks like a slightly metallic teal shade, and it just looks beautiful. And I'm just applying this golden shade right on top of that, and then I blend it around the edges between the green and the brown. And then here's the hint of glitter that I was talking about. I just took the NYX glitter in the shade teal, and I'm also using the NYX glitter glue, and I applied the teeny tiniest little bit of glue on the brush, and then I dipped that into the glitter. And in this close-up you can kind of see the glitter just a little bit better because it's not very noticeable at all. It's very subtle, and it is exactly what I wanted to do. Then for lashes, I wanted to go super dramatic today because hello, it's New Year's Eve, and so I applied these from Ardell Mega Volume in the style 250, but honestly they ended up being like too dramatic. I don't know what it is about them. They're like too curved or something. I didn't love the look or the feel of them, to be completely honest, but hey, I just rolled with it. Then moving on to the face, I'm applying my favorite foundation, which is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. Obviously for New Year's Eve, I want my makeup to last all night and just to not move or get oily or anything, and this is definitely the foundation for that. And I want extremely full coverage today, so I just layered on the foundation, and it still looks really good. I do warn you though, you don't want to get the layers dry because it will be noticeable and it won't be pretty. Then for concealer, I'm using from ColourPop the No Filter Concealer, which I don't love. Again, it's not my favorite, but it is good, so that's what I'm using. And then I do apply that under my eyes, in the center of my face, and also I've been doing this lately where I apply concealer on my smile lines, and then I set it really well, and it just gives me a flawless look. And I just realized that I forgot to mention at the beginning that this look is done with all affordable products, so either ColourPop or drugstore products or just really cheap products in general. To set that concealer, I am using my RCMA No Color Powder, which you cannot find at a drugstore, but you can find at like beauty supplies, I think, and it is a very affordable product. It is a giant bottle for like $7. So really good. And here is where I'm doing what I was mentioning before, where I set my smile lines with some translucent powder, and it just gives me a flawless look. It looks so beautiful and it just stays put all day. To set the rest of my face, I'm using my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte powder as well, and it just gives me such a flawless look. It looks so beautiful, especially paired with the L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible foundation. They're just the perfect match. They look so good. I also noticed that I really like this entire line. I've noticed that lately, and it's kind of crazy. I need to try more things from this line, I think. For bronzer today, I'm using the ColourPop Afternoon Delight Matte Bronzer. It is a very good bronzer, and it is super affordable. It blends easily and it just looks beautiful. Then for blush, and I might as well say it for highlight as well, I'll be using all ColourPop products. The blush is bar hopping, and the highlight is going to be the one called Bougie Call, which is the cutest name, let me just say. At first I thought that I would just use highlight on my nose, but then I thought, hey, it's New Year's Eve, I need to glow. So I just applied that on the tops of my cheeks as well. Going back to my eyes, I'm taking Shooting Star again, which is again the transition shade that I applied at the very beginning, and I'm applying that all over my lower lash line. And then I took that beautiful matte green shade, and with a smaller, more precise brush, I am applying that right on the lash line, like the actual lash line, you know, where the little lashes come out of. That's the best way that I can explain it. But basically I do this because I don't really do liner. My eyes are sensitive, but this is a way to pretend like I have liner on. And then for my inner corners, I'm wearing Sweet Dreams, which is a beautiful champagne gold shade. I did fill in my brows with the ColourPop brow pencil, but I wanted to show you this brow gel from Luck Color, which is sold at Walmart, and it is a really pigmented and a really good. Then for lashes, I'm using my L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. I like it because my eyes tend to run with pretty much everything, and I end up with raccoon eyes, and this is one of the few mascaras that don't do that on me. For my lips, I'm wearing ColourPop Strip, which is a nice, I think this is a satin, if not a matte, but it is like a nude shade, very pretty. But I did want it to be a little more glossy, a little more noticeable, so I'm applying Moonchild right on top of that, which is also from the Kathleen Lights collection. And after that, this look is complete. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe if you haven't already. Have a happy new year. Have a lovely 2018, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support all the time, and just thank you.